Girlfriend had a great time at a concert, but I didn't. Her favorite band announced a tour date in our city, and she found out during the worst month of her life. Work had been chewing her up for weeks. She was barely sleeping, and I was watching her fade in real time. So when pre-sale opened, I dropped $300 on 2 tickets without telling her, even though their music genuinely gives me a headache. The look on her face when I showed her the confirmation email was worth every cent. That part I'd do again. The day of the show, she wanted to get there early. Doors at 4, band at 11, 7 hours. I spent most of it holding her tote bag in a parking lot while she and our friends debated set lists. I carried the sunscreen, the water bottles, the hoodie she swore she'd need and never wore. I stood in a merch line for 50 minutes to buy her a shirt. I'm not listing this to sound like a martyr. I'm listing it because it matters later. My one job for the actual show was simple. Film it on her phone. Since her camera's way better than mine, she wanted to let loose without worrying about capturing anything. Deal. Happy to. The second the lights dropped, the whole floor surged forward like a wave. 1 second she was next to me. The next my buddy grabbed her arm to pull her toward the front, and the crowd just closed behind them. 20,000 people. Zero signal. I texted, I called, nothing went through. Around song 4, I finally got one message out to my buddy and got back. Thought she was with you. Cool. Great. Nobody knew where my girlfriend was. For the next 3 songs, I barely watched the stage. I kept scanning the crowd, checking her phone, doing that thing where you talk yourself out of finding security because you'd sound insane. She's a grown woman, not a lost kid. There's nothing you can do in that situation except trust that she's a grown adult in a public place. So I did my job. I found a spot at the back rail and filmed every single song on her phone. 2 hours. Arms dead. Her phone at 4%, mine rationed in case she called. I remember thinking, at least she'll have the memories wherever she is. Then the encore started, and the Jumbotron began panning across the front row. I recognized the hair first, then the shirt I'd bought her that afternoon. Then the camera settled, and there was my girlfriend, front and center at the barricade, on some guy's shoulders. Arms up, screaming every word, glowing in a way I honestly haven't seen in years. The whole section around her was cheering her on. 20,000 people got to watch my girlfriend having the night of her life, so did I. From the back, I zoomed in. I don't even know why. Pure autopilot. I stood at the back of an arena filming a 40-foot screen of my girlfriend on a stranger's shoulders, and I captured all of it. Steady hands and everything. She found me outside afterward, ran up and hugged me so hard she nearly knocked me over. Best night of her life, she said. Then she told me her side. She got separated too. Figured she'd make the best of it, and some random guy started flirting with her. She shut that down immediately. She made that very clear, and I believe her 100%. But the guy stuck around anyway, and she kind of used the situation. He wanted to impress her, so when she said she wanted to get to the front, he cleared a path. When she couldn't see over the crowd, he offered his shoulders, and she said yes. She did nothing wrong. I want to be clear about that. She didn't kiss anyone, didn't flirt back, didn't hide a single detail. She told me all of it herself, beaming, before I said a word. By every rational measure, I should just be happy she had a great night after the month she's had. So why do I feel like I got hit by a truck? Here's the part I can't get past. At our first concert together 3 years ago, I offered her my shoulders. Smaller venue, worse view. She said no. Said she was scared of heights, hated the idea, please don't ask again. So I never asked again. 3 years of never asking again. And last night, a stranger she'd known for 40 minutes offered, and she went up without a second thought. The drive home, she talked the entire way, replaying every moment, and I just kept saying, that's awesome, babe, while this completely unreasonable anger sat in my chest like a stone. Not at her. I don't even know at what. Maybe at the math of it. I paid for the tickets, carried the bag, stood in the merch line, filmed the whole show, and the highlight of her best night ever features some guy whose face I never even saw. Last night, she plugged her phone into the TV to watch the videos I took. She teared up at how perfect they came out, kept squeezing my hand, saying I got her the best angles, that I always take care of her, that nobody else would have stood in the back for 2 hours just so she'd have this. She fell asleep on the couch at video 9. She hasn't reached video 11 yet, the one where I zoomed in.